Good kill, good kill. Okay, good kill.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're here in the GRIPEN. Today we're going to be firing the AORUS-T. This is the German-made high off-bore sight missile. And we're going to be dogfighting the Su-30SM. This is the, obviously the, the thrust vectoring flanker. Many of you have seen this on the channel before. This thing is a real beast, especially in a high off bore sight fight like this, the one circle turn. These modern fights usually only last like one turn, you know, under 10 seconds and somebody's dead. So we're gonna see how this plays out here. We're both going in pretty slow because we want like a super tight turn because we want to jam the Wes. And look at this, here we go. Ooh, look at that turn. The way that thing just points its nose and he just rolls over like that. Fox 2. This kind of fight right here is the exact reason why the Russians, you know, they keep building things that are super maneuverable, and they love their flankers with the thrust vectoring, and, you know, they have their Sukhoi 57s capable of the same thing. These modern fighters, especially from the Russian side, they're, you know, completely designed for that one circle min radius turn right at the merge, the thrust vectoring, the lifting bodies, the canards, you know, all of these things go into that. And they want that super tight min radius turn, and then, you know, helmet mounted sight for that high off bore sight shot, and theoretically they'll win every fight like that, you know. And, you know, the theory is not bad. That flanker performs really well, especially in the merge. You can see it, you know, come super tight in the merge, and then it pulls like a few more degrees with the nose when that thrust vectoring really helps it, which is pretty wild to watch it. Here we go into the merge. I'm coming in super slow this time so I can get a tighter turn, and I did. Fox 2 and dead. Ooh. Alright. He won't let that happen again though, I promise. He learned from that. That's a one-time trick. But that AORUS-T, you can see, you know, the short range, these missiles are super hard to jam the Wes on these things. Quite remarkable missiles. If you are new to the channel and unfamiliar with the concept of jamming a Wes, think of it as like two boxers when like they hug, because he doesn't want to get punched anymore. He wants to get close to him so he can't, you know, throw punches at him. Think of it like that. You want to get super close to the guy so the missile, even though they're capable of like super high G pulls, these modern missiles, there is a range at which even they cannot turn to hit you. And that's the range you want to sit inside if you want to survive this kind of fight. And although the Americans moved away, like American aircraft doctrine moved away from dogfighting and said we probably won't do that anymore, so we don't need to build aircraft that are super maneuverable, the Russians, for whatever reason, have decided that it's still very important to build super maneuverable aircraft that can dogfight like this. A different approach in doctrine, if you will. Into the merge here. And look at it, look at that nose. It just pulls, it gives you like an extra 20-30 degrees at the end there. It's pretty cool. Must be nice. And here's a Fox 2 shot that just goes by. seems like I'm out of flares.
Minimum speed.
Almost had a gun opportunity there. If there's one problem with the GRIPEN,
Minimum speed.
it's that it doesn't carry enough flares. Oh, this doesn't look good. He's got the separation. Yeah. Oh, that missed somehow. I have no explanation. He tries to gun me there as to why that missile missed, but I don't care. He's out of missiles now. He's down to guns only. So this fight is mine if I don't screw it up from here. Pull the nose up, let him slip under. Fox 2 missed. This is one of the problems with thrust vectoring is you lose a lot of your airspeed. Look at that missile. You see it do that loop? And when you lose your airspeed, you kind of fall out of the sky. And that's kind of what happened there with the Sukhoi 30. And look at him. He's got way too much separation here. This is the perfect opportunity. Lock him up. Come on, there we go. Lock Fox 2. And splash 1. He tried to gun me again. Oh. Got him. Wow, worked hard for that one. You know, you gotta consider how terrifying it is in this modern environment to get into these merges. Like, imagine you accidentally merge. Right, let's say you're in a mountain environment or something. There's clouds, choppy AWACS cover, not the best data link, whatever. And like, you know, it just comes over the comms. Oh, hey, you're merged. And you look back and you see a flanker. You know, and now you're in a merge and you know between now and the next 10 seconds, either you're going to be dead or he's going to be dead. And isn't that a crazy thing to think about? Like, this is the modern dogfight environment. You know, that's how deadly it is. That's how unforgiving it is. And the only way that this gets, you know, even more deadly from here, I think, is if you build, like, lasers. And you put them on the aircraft so you merge and the laser just, you know, cooks the guy. That's the only way I can think of this getting even more deadly than this. Alright, into the merge here. And look at that beautiful thrust vectoring. Wow, his nose. Oh, he might try to gun me here. Oh, just slipped over his nose there. He went for it, though. He definitely thought about it. Got the lock. Fox 2, and Fox 2 went over my head. My missile didn't come off for some reason, seems like.
Speed.
I squeezed it, but... come on, give me a lock. Fox 2 missed again. Wow. I'm actually, like... You know, I'm jamming the Wes here, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think that it's jammed. You know, I was sure I was dead there. That's the second time that that's happened. But here we go. I need some speed here if I'm gonna rate fight him. He's down to guns only, but I can't get him off my 6. And he's just outside of the range where I can lock him up. Oh, he hit me. I got hit. We're still good. Everything's fine. If you see underbelly of the aircraft, that tells you he's pulling lead. Not anymore because he's got my 6. But when I was looking for that, he was just behind this stripe I have across the top of the canopy, so I didn't see it. From here, all I can do is get an overshoot. And I'm just trying to nose counter him, but I have no airspeed. I can't get him off my 6 here. Oh, it's going to be tight. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, we're ejecting inverted, I guess. Alright, this will be the final round. But whenever that Sukhoi gets onto your 6, it's extremely difficult to remove him. The aircraft that I've had the easiest time of doing that is the F-16 in a guns only fight, because the F-16 just hits its rate speeds and it can just rip around, and usually the Sukhoi 30 is too slow to follow along, so usually that works. But in the last fight, this is one of the problems. Even if you're a better rate fighter and you go into the rate slow, you're nowhere near your rate speeds, so the other guy's going to outrate you, or he's going to sit inside your circle and take shots at you and you'll die anyway, and you won't have airspeed to jink. So, you know, airspeed is actually very important. You don't want to be super slow, at least not on the deck. Into the merge here. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, I lost him. Oh, there he is. He's out in front. Wow. That's an interesting new move. And he's going to fall behind me. Talk about a jammed Wes. We've never been tighter in this fight. Super close. Look at this Fox 2. Just missed. He's got my 6 here. We're going to rudder to roll around. Give me the lock. Unable to get the lock. Over ruddered a little bit here, and I think a missile just went by. Yeah, I saw the smoke trail of a missile for a second there. So I think he's out of missiles. It's all up to me now. And there we go, nice. Do we got him out in front? Yes, we do. Oh, he's in trouble now. Got him locked. The missile won't come off. I swear I'm holding it. It says no launch authorization. I'm too close, so the missile's not coming off. But this looks good. He's panicking. Look at all those flares. He knows he's in trouble. Fox 2. And he ran out of flares. Splash 1. Sukhoi 30.